when it comes to the end of the event, and you try to surprise your opponent not only on the chessboard but off the chessboard as well.
So much to consider, and the games have just begun. Sindarov with e4, both of them looking so sharp and elegant. It goes to show that this is it, this is the finals. They're playing for the first place. They are wearing their best suit, their best shirts, and they are ready for the fight. Are we going to see a Petrov here, David?
Yes, surely. He does sometimes play knight c6, but at the World Cup he's been very consistent. There we go. He's going to try and neutralize white, maybe ask Sindarov to overpress, as we've seen some players do against the Petrov in this tournament. We have one Petrov, we have Sicilian on the other board.
Sorry, I just wanted to highlight that it was so interesting for me to see yesterday when Sindarov won his match. He went out of the building. We've seen these happy moments, cheerful moments with his brother and coach, and he was so straight running away from the playing hall, like he was already in focus for today's game. I had the feeling he won the game, he knew he did it, he knew that it's time for celebration, but not yet, because he knows that the next mission was accomplished for him, the main mission to qualify to the candidates. He also knows it exactly. You know what, I mean, I'm on the way to win this event. So I think he had this energy when he left the playing hall that, you know, okay, this is done, great, now the next step. And then he was running so straightforward. I understand that it was also running away from the media because he doesn't want to lose any energy. But also somehow I saw the determination in him, that he was going back to the hotel and immediately switch his brain into the next game. So we'll see how sharp he is and what kind of preparation he has, but I have the feeling that definitely this game he wants to play it out. He does not have this idea that I'm going to make a short draw or an easy draw. I want to make way sweat in this game to feel that I'm putting the pressure. So I'm very curious how it will be unfolding this game, but I had somehow this feeling of looking his body language that he's kind of ready. That, you know what, I'm here, I qualified, but I still have my job to do one more thing.
One more thing indeed, and he could become the youngest winner of the World Cups, I believe, only at the age of 19. Huge match in his career, and the other huge match is for the third place, because that is for the candidate spot. David, let's take a look at the opening moves in the Andrei Yesipenko, Nodirbek Yakuboyev game to see how we got into this not that common situation of this pawn structure for black. What line of the Sicilian are we looking at?
Yeah, let's do a quick action replay from the start. I was joking with you guys before the show began that we would
has a blockade on the dark squares on the king side, and the white king has marched all the way to the queen side. Let's check in with the last couple of moves, David, on how we got here, and is there any further ways for Wei Yi to try? Can he push?
Yeah, very quick action replay. We left it after a4, and we saw both kings improve. White played this move a5. This is what Julie was saying earlier, basically forcing one of the black pawns to trade off. If black doesn't play that now, then might never be a chance. The white bishop will happily block the queen side now. The white king will keep the king side safe. So we did see Wei Yi push, meaning he had a pass pawn, but one is normally not enough in these colour bishop games, and it's a plan that Judith also mentioned earlier, that actually the bishop holds the pawns nice and safely while the king does the work on the other side of the board. And yeah, to catch up here, I think any time black's king comes forward, there's bishop g5 to defend. If black ever plays h6, then white's bishop can just go to g7 and remind black that now you've got a pawn on the dark square. So we'll see most likely a handshake any moment now. Reading the body language, as an expert, I believe he's going to win.
But you trick us, because it's not only the body language. The thing is that you're an expert yourself and you understand that there is no way that you can win.
I had to try.
And the
there we go.
handshake, that was a great try, David, and you have called it, Judith has called it. This is a draw in the first game of the finals between Sindarov and Wei Yi. Tomorrow they will be back with opposite colors, so Wei Yi, comfortable draw with the black pieces, and he will have the white pieces tomorrow to try and push in the classical game. David, your call on how this game went from the preparation of Sindarov that started well, but then Wei Yi having the upper hand.
Yeah, very impressive preparation from both sides. Sindarov to play a novelty quite early, sacrificing a piece that wasn't taken. He went on the attack, but equally impressive from Wei Yi to throw away a pawn with d3 first of all, then to calmly take a pawn on b2, which turned out to be a very clever move. I think Sindarov, the big mistake was rook b1. That meant he was on the back foot for the rest